Yeah. Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about the four-stroke petrol engine. Okay, so in the previous video we have seen what is the engine, IC engine, and what are the parts of engines. Okay, so important parts what we have seen is the cylinder. Okay, and then the piston, connecting rod, how the connecting rod is going to be connected with the crankshaft, and all the parameters, top dead center, bottom dead center, bore, and everything we have seen. So now we are going to discuss about a four-stroke petrol engine. What is the first of all, we should know that a petrol engine will function with the help of a petrol. So that is petrol engine, and the fuel used is petrol, and it based works on the base of Otto cycle. So Otto Rudolph, that's what you can say that Otto is a person who invented the petrol engine, so we call it as Otto cycle. And like that, Rudolf Diesel will say about the diesel engine, that we will see in the next class. Now we will go for the petrol engine only. So the charge which is used for the four-stroke petrol engine is a mixture of air and petrol. So charge in the sense the what is a fuel we are going, normally we will say it's a fuel. Okay, fuel is only petrol, but only the petrol is not going to be going to be used inside the cylinder. So cylinder, inside the cylinder, the intake what we are going to put is the charge. The charge is it's a combination or a mixture of air plus petrol. Okay, that's what it is. The petrol and the air is getting mixed in a proper ratio by using a carburetor, a device called carburetor. A carburetor is the one which is going to mix it in a proper proportion, and it will send into the cylinder. Okay, so the charge, once it is getting inside the cylinder, then it is compressed by the piston. So at the end of compression, the spark plug is used. A spark should be generated by using a spark plug. So the spark plug, if it is present and the fuel is getting ignited by the spark, then we call it as a spark ignition engine. So the petrol engine, we can call it as a petrol engine, or otherwise we can call it as a spark plug engine, spark engine. IC, instead of we can say petrol, we can use it as SI, spark ignition. So SI engine and the petrol engine are the same, right? And now we can see the four different strokes in this sketch. So the first one shows a suction stroke. The second one shows the compression stroke. What is the difference between these two strokes? And again, we will go for working stroke and exhaust stroke. Right. So first stroke we call it as suction. Suction is sucking the fluid inside. So we can see at the top of this cylinder head there are two manifolds. So there one is intake inlet manifold and outlet manifold. So through the inlet manifold, the charge which is ready to move in will be there. That is called air plus petrol. Okay, air and fuel mixer is ready to get in. So at the time, the piston, now we can see the piston is at the top now, and now crankshaft. We are going to rotate the crank in a clockwise rotation, so that the connecting rod which is connected the piston, already we have discussed about all the things in the previous video about what is connecting rod, how it is useful, what is a crank and what is a crankshaft, all the things we have seen. Now when the piston, when the connecting rod rotates in a clockwise direction, half rotation, at least what first half rotation, then the this connecting rod pulls the piston downwards because of the half rotation of the crank. It pulls down the piston downwards. When it pulls down the piston downwards, that time the inlet valve is going to be open. So through the inlet valve, when it opens, and here a suction is created, a vacuum is created, the inlet valve opens and the petrol air fuel enter in. So the petrol air fuel, petrol and air mixture enters in because of the movement of crank from half, from the 180 degree. It's for 180-degree rotation it will move. So the piston moves from top dead center to bottom dead center. When it moves downward, the air fuel mixture gets in. Okay, this is called a suction stroke. And in the second half rotation, you can see the second image which compression strokes takes place, where the crank rotates from another second half. So that time the connecting rod is pushing the piston upward. So already the air fuel mixture gets in and it is filled over the piston. Now connecting rod is pushing the piston upward. So when the piston moves upward, and we can see the air fuel mixture is getting compressed. So when the air fuel mixture getting compressed at the end of the stroke, so both, that is compression stroke, both the valves will be closed condition. So there we are going to make the pressure increase. So one by one paragraphs, we will see the what is the suction stroke consist of. Very important 4 points. One is at the beginning of the suction stroke, imagine the piston is at the top dead center, and now it is moving towards the bottom dead center because of the crankshaft is going to be rotated in 180 degree, that is half revolution. So the downward movement of the piston produces the partial vacuum and it sucks the fuel inside. The fuel, the charge is air plus petrol mixture. Okay, this is what it takes place. After that, second stroke, which is the compression stroke, we are going to take place. We are going to discuss. That is from bottom dead center to top dead center, the piston is going to be moved. So when it moves, both the valves remains closed, so that a compression takes place. If both the valves are open, then there is no compression will take place. So both the valves, inlet valves and the exhaust valve, is going to be closed. So that time the piston moves from the TDC, from the bottom deaders to top dead center. A gap, in the gap the air fuel mixture is going to be compressed. So this is called the compression process is called adiabatic process, which is the process there is no heat transfer from the system to the surrounding or vice versa. That's what the Otto cycle says. It's a adiabatic compression process. So when the piston reaches near to the TDC, a compressed fuel mixture is there. That time a spark plug ignites the spark inside. So that combustion is going to take place. Now due to the combustion, then what will happen, the inside gas is going to be expand. So at the end of the compression stroke, combustion is going to be take, and that is at constant volume process. We call it as combustion takes place at a constant volume. So constant volume cycle, otherwise the Otto cycle we otherwise called as a constant volume cycle also. So they now power stroke. So what is happened when both the valves is getting closed and it is getting compressed, and it is going to be burnt, the fuel is burnt. So that it produces it produces a expansion, that is the burnt gases produce a force, large force on the piston, and it moves the piston to TDC to BDC again. So that movement at a higher rate, the crankshaft rotates at higher speed. The crankshaft, because the piston moves downward, the piston is connected to the crankshaft through the connecting rod. So that is going to be the rotation. That valve we can connect with the gear chains and all we are giving to the wheels. So this is the power stroke where it is going to be happen. After this power stroke happens, this is what the last one is, the expansion of the gases is adiabatic nature. So this is in the PV diagram we will see. So this is actual power is developed by the engine, they only this call. So we call it as a power stroke or working stroke. So the third stroke, first suction, compression, then power. And after that, because of the power which is developed, the piston moves downwards against the exhaust stroke, from downwards to upward. The piston moves from bottom to top. That time the inlet valve remain closed and the exhaust valve is going to be open. So when the exhaust valve open, the burnt gases inside already which is present because of the compression and combustion process, now it is to be removed outside. So there the gases are moving to the atmosphere with the help of the exhaust valve opening. So engine, the 4-stroke engine, it consists of 4 strokes. One is inlet, that is what suction stroke, compression stroke, and expansion or power stroke, and fourth one is the exhaust stroke, which is the combustion stroke or exhaust stroke. Okay, final, these are all the 4 things which is the 4-stroke engine. It completes one cycle. Okay, fine, thank you.